What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Rome Good promo. We back. I came across something interesting. Well, at least I thought it was interesting. I'ma still slide it y'all way. On the latest episode of Drink Champs, the group Harlem World. Yeah, that's right. It was a group called Harlem World. This group was actually put together by legendary Harlem rapper Mace. It consisted of a few people. Mace's sister was a part of the group, Baby Stace, Cardan, Blinky Blink, Huddy, R.P. Huddy, Meeno, Loon, and Sugar J. On this episode of Drink Champs, only 3 of the members of the group are on this episode: Blinky Blink, Cardan, and Meeno. They tell a lot of interesting stories about the group, how they got put together, how they got their deal. This group came out with their album. They came out one album, if I'm not mistaken. It was called Harlem World, The Movement. This album came out in like 99. I remember being a fan of this album. A lot of people didn't like this album. I liked it. It had like a dope cover. It was like yellow. I remember the cover of the CD. And I liked it. I don't know. I'm just a fan of a lot of stuff that come out of Harlem. Got my New York Knicks shirt on right now. But that's another story. But on this episode of Drink Champs, they talk about a lot of interesting stories. One that caught my attention, Meeno. He talks about his back and forth rapping against rappers like Jay-Z. Him and Jay-Z shot a lot of subliminals at each other. And I think that whole back and forth was started because Mace. You know, Mace and Jay-Z kind of had some differences. If you're not familiar, the Jay-Z song, Imaginary Players, it's a line in that song. Those aren't Rolex diamonds. What the fuck you do to that? That was for Mace. So Meeno talks about one of the situations he had with Jay-Z. They did a lot of back and forth subliminals against each other. It's kind of like if you knew, you knew. And he talks about a line in the song off Blueprint. It's called You Don't Know. In this line, Dapper Dan kind of got dissed. And I always wondered, why did Jay-Z diss Dapper Dan? You know what I'm saying? It seemed like he'd be uplifting Dapper Dan. But he wasn't really dissing Dapper Dan. He was dissing Meeno.
Topping out the back of van, wear a G on my chest, I don't need Dapper Dan. This ain't a sewn outfit, Holmes is about it.
Dapper Dan just so happened to catch a stray. And if you're not familiar with Dapper Dan, do your research. He's a legendary designer, fashion designer. He's from Harlem, known for a lot of dope clothing back in the 80s, early 80s into the 90s. Did a lot of designs for hip-hop. A lot of the drug dealers at the time was rocking his clothes. He would take like the real designer fabrics like Louis Vuitton and Gucci and make jackets, make stuff that they wasn't making at the time because they was making like scarves and luggage and, you know, they was making clothing, but like not clothing appealing to our people, you know what I'm saying? Not how we would rock it. So Dapper Dan, he would customize it and, you know what I'm saying, that blew him up. You know, people would come from all over, from out of state to buy his clothing. And he would have to tax them because he was using a real fabric. You know, they would cut up suitcases and cut up scarves and people would stitch them together, sew them together. And Mike Tyson, you know, LL Cool J, all type of people from the early 90s, late 80s, they was buying his clothes and supporting them. And, you know, his story is interesting too. So check out Dapper Dan. But yeah, Dapper Dan caught a stray from Jay-Z. But that line was really from Meeno. Check this out.
It's a few joints where he talking about me that people don't know. When he say I rock G's on my shirt, I don't need Dapper Dan. He talking about me.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Man, wear a G on my chest, I don't need Dapper Dan. This ain't a sewn outfit, Holmes is about it.
Yeah, yeah, no, break down.
No, I'm gonna break it down. Of course I am. Because on the diss record that I say, what you know about M3s with BBs, beef and broccolis, with the army fatigues, naughty sweats, dark C's and white tees, one leg up with the Air Nikes, Dapper Dan, MCM and Gucci, Lottos, Sergio Tashini. I don't give a fuck. You ain't got it. So when he's saying,
I heard that this morning.
This ain't no song outfit, Holmes. Holmes is about it. He's talking to me.
Directly.
Let's be clear.
Hey, yo.
We're talking real translation.
Hey, yo,
Because I'm playing
all the smoke.
All the smoke.
Hov wants all the smoke.
See?
Yes.
But this is the code.
Okay.
See how you looking?
Right.
I know who you talking to.
Damn,
Because he know what we doing. We Bluetoothing.
Fire. That's hip hop, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That's hip hop.
Yeah, check out that whole episode. They tell a lot of dope stories. The dude, Cardan, he a younger guy out the group. I know after the group or whatever, he was doing a lot of writing for people. It's a lot of popular songs you heard that he probably wrote on. So check it out. They tell a lot of good stories, and you know they from Harlem. Like I said, this group was put together by Mace. I'm not sure why they didn't drop more albums or, you know what I'm saying, went on to do bigger and better things, but I thought this was an interesting story because like I said, I did like this album, Harlem World, the movement. I remember like my friends didn't like it though, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I thought that was an interesting story that it caught my attention and I want to break that down and share it with y'all, bring some context to it. Cause I was actually listening to this song a couple weeks ago at work and I'm like, dang, why did Hov diss Dapper Dan? You know what I'm saying? But this is why he had that line in the song. So it's kind of dope that we kind of get the full story to that. Hey, yo, shout out to my subscribers, the old ones, the new ones. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to have something coming real soon for y'all. It's your boy, Rom Good promo. I'm on y'all next time. Peace.